Всем привет, друзья, товарищи. Мы продолжаем проходить Talos Принципа 2. И мы снова находимся в Мегаструктуре. И нам снова нужно там подключать всякие лазные лазеры. Угу. Красотичка. Разные лазеры. Вот. Так что, погнали дальше.
3, 2, 1. Renormalize.
Так, нам надо зеленый как-то активировать. А где его там ловить, искать? Он где-то вон там у нас. А как в тебя попасть, блять? Вот в чем нахрен вопрос. Мимо! Я уж думал, допрыгну. Я уж думал, прокатит. Хотя, подождите. Я же не прыгнул. О! Так. Пусть будет так. Отлично. Здрасте. Ага. Я нахрен вернулся туда, откуда свалил. Придурочный. Нам сюда нужно. Так. Великолепно. Ох ты ж. Здравствуйте. Подстава вышла.
Not to alarm anyone, but I think the ground is shaking.
According to the system, whole parts of the interior are moving around. Like it's rearranging itself.
I think that's what happened last time. When I took the elevator, the platform where I got out just
А, о как.
moved away.
Так. Тут нам что надо сделать? Окей. Красный на красный. Ага. У нас тут есть какой-то бур. Бур нам явно для чего-то сейчас нужен. Там зеленый. А, там еще пробурить. Что-то я проебал этот момент. О! Так, взять. Так, красный на красный. И красный на синий. Так, деактиватор. Подожди. Все, конечно, великолепно. А, я придумал. Или не придумал. Придумал. Шикарно.
Investigate something. I'm heading in.
А, мне все-таки самому придется бежать, да? Зараза. Ну ладно. Главное опять, блядь, не заблудиться. Вот. Чуть не звезданулся. Бля. Опасно тут, бля. Бегать-то, однако.
This is fascinating. They were both here, Athena and Cornelius. They had a plan. I found a file that... I can't...
Ой, блядь.
Byron's trapped in the overload. He's failing to disconnect.
The whole system's going haywire.
1K, get out of there! Everyone back to the VTOL!
Третий акт.
We have to go. Now, 1K, get moving!
We can't just leave Byron behind.
Yeah, Coot, we have no idea where he is or what's happening to him. But right now, if we stay here, we could all die.
The system's going completely bananas. Energy spikes everywhere.
We'll come back for Byron, I promise.
Хуя тут Темпл Ран начался, конечно.
What have you done, you fools? Mortals are not meant to tread these halls. Why will you not heed my warnings? I am not trying to harm you, creatures.
Да мы не из глины, блядь.
All I wish is to protect you and the rest of your kind. What more must I do to make you understand?
Объяснить, что вообще происходит.
If you cannot be reasoned with, I must bar your path.
Воздух крутили, конечно. Да бегу я, бегу, блядь.
These energy emissions are messing with the VTOL systems. Okay, I think I've got it working. Get here quickly, 1K.
Да дую, дую. Хватит подгонять меня. Ебать, экшона внезапно мы подвезли.
Come on, get in!
Да.
Get us out of here, Yakut.
Сейчас тут еще отсюда не выпустят, да? Не, выпустят.
Okay, we're out.
В каком месте,
Now
блядь?
what?
Looks like the southern sites are active. The readings are strangely jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
We're going back to New Jerusalem. This situation has gotten out of control. We need to regroup. Rushing in blindly isn't going to save Byron. But we also need someone to stay here and keep an eye on things. Melville, that's you.
All right. I'll see if I can make any sense of these systems while you're gone.
Just keep a safe distance, okay?
Will do.
Good. Well, 1K, I guess it's time for you and me to take a nap.
Do not lose hope, my child. In these difficult moments, find solace in your friends and in the home that you share.
Полезно, блядь.
Here we are. Got an update from Melville. The power spikes are continuing, but no news from Byron.
All right. Thank you, Yakut. You get the VTOL ready for the next trip. I'll talk to the mayor. 1K, please head over to the Museum of the Simulation and talk to Cornelius.
О,
Let's see what he has to say for himself.
окей. Пойдем попиздим, блядь.
The world is full of suffering. Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls, every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human. To understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's why the founder created the trials. To teach us to take the next step in our moral evolution. Now, despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the Founder's trials. And you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Нормально. О, что там у нас? Городские новости. Что там открылось? Ой, с миром Байрон. Много букв. Ой, блядь. Чисто чувак с ДТФ пришел. Много букв. Бля, извиняюсь. Кто меня, ну, уже на продолжительной основе смотрит, знает, что я, типа, закидываю с ДТФ очень много, в том числе и всяких приколов. Поэтому это прям мем. Так. Откуда они все знают?
And where did Prometheus appear? Come on. How do you know it wasn't Miranda? Maybe.
Так.
Nice to meet you, 1K. My name is Atal. I've been following your expedition. As you can tell, your discoveries have had quite the impact.
Так себе плоды, видимо.
I decided to take a stand. It started with our cats. Damien and I have had a lot of them over the decades, and I've watched every last one of them grow old and die. And that got me thinking about our responsibilities towards other life forms. What's life to most living creatures? Fear, hunger,
Понятно, блять. Animal Planet начался.
Death. Involuntary cessation of existence. That's horrifying, 1K. Horrifying. And we are the only ones who can make it better.
Надеюсь, ты не хочешь сделать, блять, животных бессмертными?
If suffering is evil, and it is, then our responsibility is to lessen it, not only in ourselves, but everywhere. I don't think we can eliminate it, but we can lessen it, and we have to.
Звучит здраво.
That's good to hear. I wasn't sure where you'd stand after some of the things you've said. Please, when you get back to the island, stand up for Byron's ideas. Don't let people forget that a different future is possible.
Да, я в целом вроде как эту линейку-то и этой линейки придерживался. Так, товарищ садовник.
Are you enjoying our gardens?
Ну, прикольные.
All the great secrets are right there, you know.
Серьезно?
You can watch the tiniest of seedlings grow, flourish, and die. But it's the pattern of all things that you're really seeing.
Мне это очень напомнило сейчас кусок с чуваком из Dying Light с пчелами. Ой, подожди, с пчелами? С пчелами. Или с рыбой, блять. Там был какой-то долбоеб с пчелами, и один был долбоеб с рыбами. Короче, вставлю. Уф.
Рыбы крайне важны для выживания. Они учат нас всему, что нужно знать о жизни.
Чего? Блять, чему они тебя научили, чувак?
Что удалось узнать от рыб?
О, придется долго рассказывать, потому что они научили очень
Давай
многому.
по основам, блять, пройдемся.
Они научили меня слушать других. Они, знаешь ли, отличные слушатели. И помогали мне уснуть. Доводилось видеть спящую рыбку. Такая спокойная, такая мирная. Им без разницы, когда на них глазеют. Не волнуются, когда грубияны стучат по стенкам аквариума. А почему? Терпение.
Так. Отражая синической прекрасы. Ладно.
So you've green fingers and apophenia too. Those traits are much too rare in the birthing algorithm, in my opinion. Sometimes I imagine myself as an old oak tree. I watch the life which grows around me. I see the ivy, the moss, the fungi, leaching my nutrients as they go. And I don't blame them. I'm delighted by how life seems so different from me can somehow be the same as me. This old oak tree drinks water from the ground. They drink their water from me. They shrivel and die in a single season. But I shrivel and die over centuries. What kind of plant would you be, I wonder?
Ну, давай вот так вот.
Well, you're certainly a tree of some sort. A bay, perhaps.
Клавр.
You adapt to your surroundings. You might grow your trunk to be 10 meters high, providing shade for the shrubs at your roots. But you might just as well be those very shrubs, throwing up dozens of supper branches, each no longer than your arm.
No.
Of course, it's the patterns, you see. Thank you for stopping by, 1K. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Конечно, блядь, нас тут всего косарь. С кем еще пиздеть? Так.
Attention all citizens. The Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily
Что,
unavailable.
забастовка?
May the founder be with you.
Hello, new one. Are you browsing or buying? I've uploaded my most popular items to your interface. Does anything there spark your imagination?
Внутренний монолог, предсказание будущего, спокойствие духа, настройка сенсоров, новая жизнь, кредиты. Какие кредиты?
Oh, you don't have any credits yet. Well, let me extend you some credit. Ka-ching! 55 credits. Just make sure you spend them with me. They're not worth much anywhere else. Now, what was it you wanted?
Хуяси. Ну давай, предсказание будущего. Так, у нас 55. Спокойствие духа, 1000 кредитов. Понятно, мы идем здесь нахуй. 20, 30, 40. Ну давай, вот.
For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see.
Ну давай, цыганка, блядь.
Let me consult the algorithms. Oh dear. I'm afraid you're going to change the world. You will have a choice, but whatever you do, New Jerusalem will never be the same again. I'm sorry it's not better news. Best not to worry about it, dear. You just do your best to have fun in the meantime. So, something else, perhaps?
Ну давай. Что за настройка сенсоров?
A very popular choice. Enhanced sensory perception lets you distinguish sounds, shapes, and colors at greater distance. It's 10 credits. Okay, I'm updating your settings now. And hey presto, superhuman senses. Does the air taste fresher? Do you hear the birds chirping outside the dome? And beyond that, the river bubbling through the dam.
Нет, ты пиздишь. Ладно, не будем тебя расстраивать.
Okay, few. I'll let you into a secret. You and I don't have fleshy appendages like our ancestors. What we can sense is mostly a function of where we direct our attention. Anyway, I hope you find something worth paying attention to. So, something else perhaps.
Ну, то есть, короче, настройка сенсоров это был просто скам. Угу. Что там с тут монологом?
That one comes with the following disclaimer. Internal monologue was discontinued as a default feature in new builds.
Чего?
Constant self-commentary is not recommended for all customers. But I can switch yours on for 10 credits if you're sure you want it.
Ну, давай.
As you wish. I'm uploading the new settings now. Do you hear anything?
Why is she staring at me? I don't hear anything. I'm not sure this is working. Wait, no. This is new. I didn't used to think in words like this. It's like there's this little translator turning all my thoughts into some kind of ongoing narrative. It's kind of relentless. How do you make it stop? Do I just not think? I'll try that.
Какой кайф.
Is it working? No! Still describing everything in words. This is starting to be...
A bit overwhelming, isn't it? I turned mine off long ago, but some of the older folk learned to live with it. Sure you want it?
Пускай будет. Почему нет?
That's fortunate.
Это прикольно.
Because we couldn't pull that thing out of you without taking half of you with it. It'll mostly run in the background. Just don't think about it too hard.
Wait, is this internal monologue me? Or some kind of virus? Am I a life form which learned to describe itself? Or a parasite which survives by providing a narrative service to its host? Hold on, she's going to say something else.
So, something else perhaps?
Новая жизнь, цена меняется. Что там у нас?
I can give you that for free. My darling, you've been alive all of 5 minutes. This is your clean start. Be who you want to be. Enjoy yourself. So, something else perhaps?
Все на этом? У нас там 15 кредитов осталось.
Do you have a moment to participate in some customer feedback?
Клиентский отзыв.
Are you satisfied with what I've given you?
Ладно, оставим хороший отзыв.
You understand. Words manifest the reality they describe. When you name something, you create it. Our minds are algorithms, and the right sequence of language can change our underlying code. With that in mind, I hope you have a good day. Please come back if you need anything else.
What an unusual person. I wonder if that internal monologue thing I bought is going to show up again. Oh, wait, here it is.
Бля, прикол. Тут не диалог, прям прикол. А ты кто?
Oh wow, it's you. You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus is? Can you tell me what to do with my life? Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the Mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions.
Понятно.
Except Yemo and Sarabhai,
Чисто фанат всего и вся. Держи.
Yes! Thank you! Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise.
No.
I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me, what should I do?
Счастье, выяснить, что тебя связывает с городом. Ну, давай вот так вот.
Thank you for the advice, 1K. It means a lot.
Окей. Так, Корнелий. О, подожди, тут еще какой-то есть чувак. Пурпур.
Dude, you're 1K. It's so nice to meet you. Sorry about Byron, dude. That's a real bummer. A lot of people been saying Byron's accident shows the mayor is right. Trying to abandon the goal is bogus. Yeah, I come here all the time. He's a wise dude. I've asked him a lot of dumb questions, and he's always taken the time to answer them.
Ну, пока. Здорово.
Oh, 1K.
А, это Нейт.
What are you doing here?
А ты типа, блядь, не в курсе?
Ah, I assume it has something to do with your expedition? I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry,
Газет не читаешь, да?
been a little lost lately.
Ну, что такое?
No, not really. When you asked me what I would do now that my job is redundant, I don't know, I guess I hadn't thought about it. I had just focused on getting there. And after you left, it all just rushed over me. The truth is, I don't know who I am without this. Creating new life, guiding people into existence, that's who I am. More importantly, I think that's who I want to be. And if we stop growing, that's the one thing I can't be anymore. That's why I wanted to talk to Cornelius. He was there at the beginning. He knows where we came from. I thought he might help me understand where I could go next.
Попробуем
I hope
так.
you're right. It's hard to imagine right now. I liked who I was.
Я вообще не помню, кто это.
You said you were looking for Cornelius?
Да.
Oh, that's... well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron.
Скажи уже мне, где он.
I wanted to talk to him about my future, but he wasn't responding to my messages.
Да, блядь.
So I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished. No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past.
Спасаю прошлое.
I did, on my way here. And I messaged most of his other friends. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all.
Так, и куда он съебался-то, блядь? В Мегаструктуре, что ли?
I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right? Good luck with everything, 1K. And thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Так, записи местоположения лаборатории недоступно, намеренно неясно. Профиль пользователя, да. Золотые загадки как барьер, да. Прячется и самосохранение, скорее всего. Внешняя помощь для выгрузки, да. Спросить Германа, нет. Третий денька решение не принято. Применимо к Кельвину, нет. К Сарабахай, да, с помощью Ноэмы. Ноэма Сарабахай. Допустим. Это что?
So this is what Cornelius was working on?
Так.
Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
Бля.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there. No rush, though.
Окей. Так. Какие-то игрушки непонятные. Ну, если все открыть. Ага. О. Так. Ох, ты ж ёб твою-то мать. Да ну вас нафиг. Никакого сюжетного вы не несете, хотя, возможно, там что-то есть. Бля, серьезно, QR-коды. Так, ладно. Снова нам нужно отправиться в мегаструктуру.
May the founder be with you.
Спасибо.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected. You are the Founder's chosen, but you must be wary. Heed my words, 1K. If you fail this trial, a year from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins.
Какой ты скептик.
Anyone can see the truth if they are willing to open their eyes. Have you not read the books of our ancestors?
Нет.
In every one of them, the same story is told, again and again, that the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief. That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw. Listen to their warnings. Seek happiness in tranquility and avoid ambition. The very idea of a better future is what's rotten. That is what the ancients were trying to tell us. All the problems of the world come from those who think the world needs to be improved. Yes, progress is a fantasy. Things never truly change. All we can do is prevent our hubris from making things worse.
До свидания с такими рассуждениями, блять. Блять, даже купол не достроили. А я тысячный. На это ушло, блять. Видимо, еще 1000 лет. Капец вы, конечно, ребят. Второй раз за серию этому удивляюсь. Ну, не за конкретно эту, а за целом за прохождение. Чё там?
Attending today are advisors from engineering, the archive scholars, and Helga.
Yes, don't mind me. I'm just an admirer of governmental transparency.
Yes, well. While the mayor is briefed by Alcatraz, he's asked us to review recent events. Byron's loss has unsettled us all. It may be too dangerous to allow this expedition to continue.
Вот так вот.
It is all deliciously mysterious, isn't it?
Let's not forget the dam's falling apart. We can't depend on hydro forever. With just a fraction of the power that island can generate, we could grow this city into a planetary society.
Or, quite possibly, destroy ourselves in the process.
Wise words from one so young. Yet I submit that island holds secrets far more valuable than mere energy generation.
What could be more important?
The Somnodrome, of course. If we could find a working model, it would herald a sea change in our moral and self-understanding. The question of how we should build New Jerusalem would simply be moot. Thank you. My own studies prove that we operate on an intrinsic moral logic. It's what makes us human. But our access to it is only indirect. Our ancestors created art, philosophy, and parable to help bridge that gap. The Somnodrome would help us to cut out the middleman and ask the source directly. We would finally have an answer to the great moral questions.
So, it's a newfangled way to make the same old mistake of judging who's good and who's bad.
Unfortunately, 1K left the Somnodrome inoperable. But there may be a working device elsewhere on the island.
Then the question is, what would 1K do if they found it?
Ну, давайте вот так вот.
Yes, our wisdom will be essential in unraveling its...
You're not the only people who can read a line of code, Rand.
You all sound so sure of what's best for this city. Do you ever think you might be so busy changing the world for the better, you'll forget how to see that it's perfect already?
So clearly there are different perspectives in the room. The only way we are going to move forward is if the team gets back out there. 1K, I believe Alcatraz is waiting for you at the VTOL. We'll be keeping an eye on your stream from here.
Какие там, блять, ёбаные политиканы, конечно, встретились, а? Так.
What can I do for you, 1K? It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
С ним что-то у меня вообще нет такого желания разговаривать.
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child, but your choices will determine the future.
Охуенно.
Melville, are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
How's the situation?
Здорово.
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown. I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile. The rest of us are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't...
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix. But please remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
Профиль пользователя мне еще выдали. Не хренеть, конечно. Ага. Ну ладно. Я думаю, мы тогда на этом сейчас закончим. А подключаться ко всяким штукам будем уже в следующей серии. Так что всем спасибо, ребят. Ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии, подписывайтесь на канал, жмякайте в колокольчик, проходите по ссылкам в описании. До скорых встреч. Пока, народ.